Well, good morning, world. It's been a while since I've made a video. I have my milk. Why am I even looking for it? So today, you get to watch me as I make cocoa weeds. Because that stuff is awesome. Not a whole massive amount of epic is really going on in my world. The fest is starting to pick up. We have a lot of awesome requests from bands to play for the year, which makes me more than thrilled. But so now I'm just waiting for the people, because that's all that's left. Folks, I'm not doing this out of major corporation money, so a lot, almost 100% out of what I do comes from my pocket. And what doesn't come from my pocket comes from the kind of people that support it. So, 300, 400 advance ticket sales, go and pay for 3 or 4 advance tickets on a band. That will bring in more people. That'll bring in more tickets. Such is life. I could go the route of getting a bunch of sponsors that I'm not sure I'm 100% really wanting to do. I don't want a bunch of liquor sponsors. That would be cool. Shit gets paid for real fast. But at what cost? So I have this new coffee that I kind of saw at, what is it? Real Inspiration. Okay, so the Caribou was at the Mall of America, and they had this thing where they were posting stuff on a big board at the mall, and they were like, "Hey guys, feel inspired and buy this coffee." And honestly, I don't really give a shit about all the rest of that stuff, but I like good coffee. So I bought some just for the sake of having some new coffee in the morning, a little bit different flavor than a bag that I've been tearing into for the better half of a couple of months or less, or weeks. And it's amazing. Stuff is really amazing. It's got this light, crisp flavor. Some coffee has that dark kind of robustish flavor that it just tastes like velvety coffee, and that's amazing in some mornings too. You want that dark kind of chocolate flavor, and then there are mornings where you just want bright, happy coffee, and it just kicks off your day just right, because you're like, oh, this is so happy. And that's what that is right there. Happiness in a Keurig. I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. I just haven't made a video for my face in a while. I don't even think folks really watch this stuff. I'm waiting for Glass to update the hardware a little bit. And let me tell you why. The Glass in itself is pretty phenomenal. Everything about it is awesome. There are very few things that I would talk to the Glass team about and honestly say, hey guys, this could use some work. That's Fat Shirley, by the way. The only thing that I can honestly see that really could use some work is the camera. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little jittery. So if there's a way to crank up the frames per second, and maybe it's dependent on the brightness outside, if it's faster or smaller, but maybe it's just the device itself when you're looking through it and not the physical recording. But a little bit faster frame per second, even if it's like 3 frames faster per second, would increase the camera just by so much. The camera itself is really fantastic. The low light is pretty terrible without adding post editing stuff to crank up the low light. But the camera's pretty friggin' fantastic for what it is. I just want a little bit faster frame rate and maybe a little bit better battery life to get through the day, because that's what I do, is I do a lot of video filming. I haven't lately because of things like that. The second thing, the microphone is absolutely horrible. And I don't know if it's the placement of said microphone. Because it sounds real tinny. And I can't, with logic, say, okay, it's just a really cheap microphone, because you can get microphones in cell phones that would, I don't know how much device space you're really working with. I honestly feel it could just be complete placement of the microphone. Maybe on the device, if you could move it up front, in the direct line of where you're going to be saying stuff. I don't know if the microphone is back, closer to the ear, and that may be why you get this like tinny kind of effect going on. But those are two of the real big things. That's really it. That, I think the camera's placed a little high. I'm doing a lot of stuff down here. So my hands are here, I'm looking forward, but when I'm looking forward, in my direct line of sight, this, I guess, is my direct line of sight. Maybe the camera's fine, I just look up too much. Fuck. Wide angle lens would be great. A little bit wider. Yeah. It's been a long morning for me. A long wake up. Other than that, I absolutely love this device. I really love this device. I wish iOS was more open to it. I like the Android phone a lot, but it's been giving me a lot of just problems lately. And, I bought the Android phone specifically because I wanted the whole full Google experience. And I will have to say that the Google really knows what they're doing as far as calendars are concerned, and voice, dictation and all that is just top notch. iOS, I think, is just a more polished overall software, but I won't be able to say anything until KitKat comes out and the next one. I'm curious to see what Apple's going to do, if they're going to come out with anything comparable to this. With that, I'm approaching my 10-minute mark, and I don't think you're going to watch a full 10 minutes of me bitching about stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just upload that, and you've got my voice for the night. So with that, say goodbye, Shirley.